From people calling Nikola Jokic the best player in the world right now, to even the rival fans showing respect for the incredible win. Here's how NBA fans reacted to the Denver Nuggets' first finals win. It was a masterclass in game management from the Nuggets in Game 5, because even though they were behind for big chunks of the match, everyone knew they had it in them to claw their way back. Nikola Jokic was obviously the standout player, as he's been throughout the playoff, but he couldn't have done it without the brilliant Jamal Murray, who's made an incredible recovery after missing the 2022 season with a torn ACL. So there they were, finally lifting the trophy after 56 years. And here's a fun fact. Their home court at Ball Arena is 5,280 feet above sea level, making it the highest elevation at which any NBA championship's been won. It really is a special win by every metric, and the fans, they're over the moon. Let's talk about Jokic for a second, because a lot of fans think he's established himself as the best player in the world right now. He's already become the most valuable player in the finals, but people think he should have won his third regular season MVP too. And they're not wrong. The man is an absolute beast on the basketball court. He makes the game look so easy and effortless, forcing his way through other players almost as if they're mere school kids for him. Plus, at a time when the concept of the traditional center had started to fade away from the NBA, he's brought it back in a big way, and there's nothing that suggests he won't be dominant for years to come. Even in Game 5, the big Serbian finished with 28 points, 16 rebounds, and 4 assists, becoming the first player in NBA history to lead the playoffs in points, rebounds, and assists. Many fans say he's joined that conversation now alongside the likes of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaq, and Bill Russell. Sure, he's got a long way to go, but hey, if there's anyone who's got the chops to get there, it's Jokic. That doesn't mean he's the only one who carried the Nuggets to the finish line, though. Because truth be told, the reason they won was that they didn't rely on individual brilliance, and instead they were one of the most cohesive sides in the finals with everyone playing their part. But the thing that really made it special was the fact that they were the underdogs heading into the playoffs. The Nuggets may have been the top-seeded team in the Western Conference, and yeah, they were absolutely superb throughout the regular season, but the playoffs are a different ballgame, folks. Here, you need more than just good players. You also need experience and grit, and the drive to not lose your focus during tough situations. And sure, many thought the Nuggets lacked some of these things, but boy, did they prove everyone wrong. When they came up against the Lakers, for instance, people said they won't be able to turn up against the likes of LeBron and Anthony Davis. And yet, Denver went on to sweep the Hollywood squad in just 4 games. When they got to the finals, though, no one doubted them. And for good reason, because in spite of some close games, the Nuggets never gave the Heat any chance of winning the championship. Take their final game, for example. Sure, they struggled to make three-point shots and concert their free throws through the first 3 quarters. But again, they've got so many clutch players that no one was actually worried. The Heat went into halftime with a 7-point lead. By the end of the third quarter, though, they were ahead by just a single point. And the fourth quarter, well, that was one for the history books because the Nuggets found their mojo again to take the title. With about 11 minutes left, Jamal Murray hit a 3-pointer to give them a 4-point lead, their largest since the first quarter. And this was a big deal because not only was it their third 3-pointer of the game, but they never looked back after that. Make no mistake, they were the deserved winners in the end, and fans and NBA personalities on social media came out in full force to celebrate. Atlanta Hawks' Trae Young, for instance, congratulated them and said they fully deserved it this year. 5-time NBA champ Ron Harper also chimed in, saying that the Nuggets got here with nothing but hard work. And now that these players are a part of something special, they should enjoy the moment, which they did. Well, most of them anyway. Because while the rest of the Nuggets were dancing the night away, Jokic just looked like he wanted to go home and relax. During a post-match interview, the Serbian star said that the job is done and they can go home now. I mean, the dude didn't even celebrate after winning and made sure to shake every single Miami Heat player's hand first. What a guy! But people on social media weren't amused by his lack of enthusiasm. Complex Sports, for instance, tweeted that he's treating the finals win like a 9-to-5 job, while comedian Josh Gondelman said that he sounds like an assassin who just committed his final murder. Though to be fair, Jokic's nonchalant attitude was funny, especially when he said he needs to go home rather than attend their victory parade. Sure, you may think he's not being respectful to the fans or the championship or whatever, but the truth is that the dude's been so instrumental in this run that he deserves some rest now. So let's not be too harsh here. Besides, the Nuggets now have a window where they could go on to win many more championships, and I wouldn't write them off for next season either. Maybe Rudy Gobert said it best on his Twitter because he thinks they play beautiful team basketball all year round. What really made their run special, though, was the fact that they'd failed over and over again during previous years, and yet they never quit on their guys. So finally having this cohesive unit that can be successful for years to come is their reward now. That said, even though most people were happy about their win and had nothing but good things to say about the team, many fans were disappointed at the lack of competition in the finals. One Twitter user said that these were the worst finals in NBA history, and if you look at it from a certain angle, yeah, they're not wrong. After the first couple of games, the Heat and Nuggets were tied 1-1, which gave everyone this false hope that, yeah, Miami is capable of competing against these stars. But all those hopes quickly faded away as Denver kept winning game after game. Sure, the games themselves were close, and one minor slip-up could have swayed the results massively, but the end result was still underwhelming. Some fans, though, thought that the Nuggets didn't deserve to win at all. Wait, what? Yep, people thought that they fluked their way through the playoffs and didn't deserve to beat the Heat in the finals either. Yeah, I'll have whatever they're smoking, because that's not true at all. Don't take my word for it, though. ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith, for instance, said that they fully deserve to be here. And the most important thing is that they know that. The Nuggets have put the world on notice, and they're not just satisfied with one championship, which is a mark of a great team. To really get how impressive their run was, though, you just have to look at the reactions from the rival fans, because they had nothing but good things to say about the Nuggets either. Raptors fan Eagle, for example, congratulated them in his tweet, saying that this was a special win to claim their first championship and that they did it with class. Another Twitter user and Lakers fan Lucas Koa echoed similar sentiments, pointing out the impressive way the Nuggets swept his team and then went on to beat the Miami Heat. He concluded his tweet with the saying, "Ball don't lie." And again, I can't think of any other team that's been more deserving of this championship. These guys were utterly dominant through the regular season and carried that momentum into the playoffs too. Plus, how could you forget the redemption stories? For so many of these players like Jamal Murray, who've been through such a tough journey over the past couple of years. Even Jokic said that the important thing for him was that they stuck together when nobody believed in them. And now they're on top of the world. I mean, even Barack Obama congratulated them, specifically mentioning the remarkable Jokic for bringing home the franchise's first NBA championship. It's a great time to be a Denver Nuggets fan because they've got something really special going on. The only thing that's left for them is to turn this championship into a dynasty. So from even the rival fans showing respect for the incredible win to people calling Nikola Jokic the best player in the world right now. That's how NBA fans reacted to the Denver Nuggets' first finals win.